Good morning, students. Now is the time for computer class, and I am your computer teacher. So, we are continuing the lesson more on MS Word 2010. So, till now, in this chapter, we have discussed about what is list, what are the different types of list, like bullet list, numbered list, multi-level list, how to apply them in our document, and how to remove them from our document, the different options available to apply and to remove them. Next, we have discussed about what is subscript and superscript, how to use them in our document, the different options available to apply them in our document. Next, we have discussed about what is symbol, what are the uses of symbols, how to apply the symbol in a document. We have also discussed on working with graphics in a document, like how to insert a clip art, what is clip art, how to insert a picture that we have saved in our document, how to format the pictures. In formatting, we have discussed how to resize a picture, what is cropping, how to apply the cropping in our document, how to add styles to a picture, inserting word art, what is word art, how to apply them in our document, different formatting features of word art, like changing the color of the word art, changing the outline color of the word art, applying a shadow effect to the word art, how to change the direction of the text that we have written in word art. Next, we have discussed about what are shapes, how to insert the shapes in our document, how to color the different shapes, how to add text inside the shapes, what is screenshot, how to insert a screenshot in a document. Next, we have discussed working with tables, what are tables, what is cell, how to insert the table in a document, the different methods of inserting, like inserting a table with the help of table grid, inserting a table with the help of table option, inserting a table with the help of draw table option. Next, entering data in a table, how to enter the data in a table, how to move a table from one location to another location, how to resize a table. Resize means how to increase the height of the row and the width of a column. Next, we have discussed how to modify a table. In modifying, we have discussed how to add a new row, how to delete a row, and how to add a column. So here we are going to start with how to delete a column. Deleting a column. Deleting a column. So like suppose we have a table over here. So this is the table, say, of first row, second row, and third row. And then we have a column, say first column, second column, third column, and fourth column. This is the first row, second row, third row. This is the first column, second column, third column, and fourth column. So this is a table that we have created. Now suppose we want to delete the column number 2 from our table. We want to delete this entire column. So what should we do? What are the steps that we should perform? So first of all, bring the cursor over the column number 2. As soon as you bring the cursor over here, the cursor changes to the direction of pointed arrow, like this one. And as soon as the cursor changes to the direction of cursor, just left click over here. As soon as you left click over here, the entire column will get selected. Now click on the layout tab. Now click on layout tab. Now click on the layout tab, and from the layout tab move to the delete option. Move to the delete option. Delete option, and from the delete option choose delete column. Choose delete column. So after selecting the column that you want to delete, what step you have to perform is just click on the layout tab. As soon as you click on the layout tab, move to the delete option, and from the delete option click on delete column. As soon as you click on delete column, the column that you have selected will get deleted. So there is another option of deleting the column also. First, select the column that you want to delete, right click over it. As soon as you right click over it, a drop down menu of this type will appear on your screen. So here a option of delete column. Here a option of delete column will appear. As soon as you click on delete column, the column that you have selected will get deleted. So this is the method of deleting a column. Now the next topic that we are going to discuss over here is merging the cell. Merging the cells. Now what does merging the cells means? Merging the cells means to combine two or more cells into a big cell. Like suppose we have these two cells, this is the first cell, this is the second cell. So merging the two cells means combining these two cells into a big cell like this one. So this is merging the cells. So many of the times we are required to merge the top row for the title of the table. So we can merge either the row wise or column wise. So this is the merging of row wise, and when you want to merge the column wise, this is the column wise merging. So if you merge the two cells in column wise, it will be converted into a cell of this type. So this is the merging of the cell, but we cannot merge it diagonally. Diagonally means we cannot merge it like this wise by combining the opposite endpoints. In this way you cannot merge the two cells. So now how to merge two or more cells? So first of all, like suppose I have a table over here. Suppose I have drawn a table over here. The table is of say first row. This is the first row. This is the second row. First row, second row, third row. This is the first column. This is the second column. This is the third column and fourth column. First, second, third and fourth. Now suppose I want to merge the first four row, the first row and all the four cells into a single cell. I want to merge the first row to a single cell. Now what should I do? Bring the cursor first of all inside the first cell by left clicking over here. As soon as you left click inside the first row, first cell, the cursor will appear. Now press the shift key. Now what we have to do is press the shift key. So pressing the shift key, now click around the other cells that you want to merge with the first cell. Suppose I have clicked over here, I have also clicked over here, and I have also clicked over here. All these will get highlighted. So these cells are ready to be merged. Now what are the steps that have to perform? Then click on layout tab. Click on layout tab, and after clicking on the layout tab we have to move to the merge group, and after moving to the merge group we have to click on merge cell. So move to the layout tab. After moving to the layout tab, move to the merge group. In the layout tab and in the merge group, click on merge cell. So as soon as we click on the merge cell, the first row, all the cells of the first row get merged to a single cell. The table appear like this wise only. So this is the first row that have got merged. So this is the second row and third row. This is the first column, second column, third column and fourth column. So after merging the first row, the table appear likewise. So this is merging the cells. We can merge the cells row wise and column wise both. So now the next topic that we are going to discuss is table heading. Table heading. So as per the requirement, many of the times we are required to write the title or the description of the table. Like suppose over here, since I have merged the cell of the first row, so now I would require to write the title of the table over here. So suppose I have written the title over here is say marks. I have written marks over here. So this is the title of the table. Now I can select the text and can align it to the center or to the right side as per our requirement. So this is the table heading that we get. For table heading, what are the steps that we should do? First of all, we have to merge the row wise or column wise several cells into a single cell. And after merging them, write the content inside the cell and then align it according to your requirement. We have already discussed in our earlier chapter about the alignment of different types like left alignment, right alignment, center alignment and justify. So we can align it to the center or to the right side as per our requirement. So this is the table heading. Now we come to our next topic, that is splitting a table. How to split a table? Splitting a table. How to split a table? So splitting, many of the times the situation arises when we want our table to be divided into two or more than two tables. So now what we should do in such situations? MS Word allow us the option of splitting a single table into multiple tables, and we can perform all the operations of one table into another table. So suppose splitting a table means, like suppose I have created a table over here. Say this is the table, this is the first row, this is the second row and third row, this is the first column, second column, third column and fourth column. Now I want to split this single table into say 2 parts or 3 parts. Like suppose if I have split it into the 3 parts, the table will appear like this one. This is the first part of the table, this is the second part of the table, and this is the third part of the table. If I have split it into the 3 parts, or if I have split it into the 2 parts, the table will appear like this. This is the first table and this will be the second table. This will be the second table. This is the splitting of a table into 2 or more than 2 parts. This is splitting of a table into 2 parts, and this is a single table which I have split it into the 3 parts. So in this way we can split a table into 2 or more than 2 parts. So now how can we split the table? What are the steps to be performed? Let us know about it. Say this is the table that we want to split in 2 or more than 2 parts. say I want to split the table into two parts, into two table. So bring the mouse cursor anywhere in the row that you want the first row of the new table. So I have bring the mouse cursor over here by left clicking over here. As soon as I have left clicked over here, the mouse cursor appears in the first row. Now what I have to do, click on the layout tab, click on the layout tab. Now click on the layout tab. From the layout tab, move to the click on the split option in the merge group. So now after clicking on the layout tab, what we have to do, we have to go to the merge group. We have to go to the merge group, and in the merge group we have to click on split option. Click on split table. Click on split table. So again, let me tell you how can we split a table. First of all, bring the mouse cursor to the row from where you want the table to be divided. Suppose I want the table to be divided into two parts from the first row only. So as soon as I have left click over here, the cursor appears in the first row. Now move to the layout tab. From the layout tab, move to the merge group, and in the merge group we have the option of split table. So click on split table. As soon as you click on split table, the table will be splitted into two parts. This will be the first part, and this will be the second part. This will be the second part. So in this way we can split a single table into two or more than two tables. So till now in this video, what are the topics that we have discussed? We have discussed about how to delete a column, how to merge the two or more than two cells into a single cell, table heading, how to insert the table heading, and how to split a table into two or more than two tables. So now the next topic that we are going to discuss over here is auto format feature. So the topic of table has ended over here. Now we are going to start the next topic, auto format feature. Auto format feature. Auto format feature. So what is auto format feature? It is another important feature of word processor. So auto format means the formatting is done automatically. The MS Word 2010 automatically formats a document. As soon as we type the text, the formatting styles is applied to it. For example, say if we type the 3 dashed and press the enter key, like suppose I have typed the 3 dash, this is the